We believe the narrative of being a woman who is her own boss is a special type of journey that deserves more visibility in today's society. The problems and struggles we face can and should be faced together. We found each other through our shared journeys that resilience is the only answer to fulfilling dreams and callings on our lives. FlyGirls is an intimate look into the creative hustle through the stories of women who are dope, determined, optimistic, passionate, energized. We decided to share the power of creativity to empower the world and ourselves. It's time for you to join us. Find a community dedicated to helping you embrace your dopeness. You deserve the right to dream big, design your success, and trust your passion. Welcome. You are the pilot of your own destiny. You are a fly girl, and you believe in what you dream.
Welcome to Fly Girls. I am your pilot, S.LadyBug, and I am so excited for today's guest. Deidre will be co-piloting with me today. And so just as a reminder, Fly Girls is all about taking an intimate look in the creative hustle of beautiful women. So hey girls, tell us your name. Let's get this name together because, you're known by two names, although they have the same sound.
Yeah, so I'm known by one name. It is the one my mother gave me. Mm-hmm. However, she got a little bit creative with the spelling, so I had to get even more creative to get it pronounced correctly. But it's Deidre, just Deidre.
And where are you from?
From a small town. No, I'm from the Peninsula, Bay Area, born and raised, Menlo Park specifically. I sprinkle a little East Palo Alto in there too sometimes.
And Texas?
I mean, my grandparents are from Texas, and my mother was born in Texas, but
So tell us a little bit, just so everyone can know how, I know how fly you are, of course, but for all of our viewers, some of them may already know you because of some of your work, but please introduce yourself correctly.
So I am a writer, a spoken word artist. I'm an educator. I've been a host of a couple of different open mics.
And you've been seen on?
I've appeared on some television shows.
Such as?
Notably, Verses and Flow, which is a poetry and music variety show that came on TV One. I was on season 2, which was hosted by Omari Hardwick, Ghost from Power.
Hey,
Kiss my cheek. And he follows me on social media. We're like
because
besties.
You're the dopest.
So I was on season 2. If you're ever looking to go back and see me. I'm the episode with Tamia and Eric Benet. So. And
you have 1 million views and follows. But that's okay, because you don't want to say it. It's fine.
I've done some things.
Modesty,
I'm proud of them.
Get you a lot of places. So again, conversation-wise, one of the things that I like to do is dive deep into your story. Some of the things about being a creative entrepreneur, the misconception about starting off the journey, for instance, of utilizing whatever skill set you're going after, which yours is your voice, some of the things that you've learned. And so let's start off with, what will you tell your younger self?
I would probably tell my younger self to be okay with saying no. When I started, I didn't really subscribe to the business part of it. It was I am an artist, I belong on stage, and it's just because it's a stage doesn't necessarily mean you belong on it. You know what I mean? Or just because they ask doesn't mean you have to say yes. I feel early on there were some things that I may have done that didn't necessarily hurt, but they also didn't help. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, let's talk about one particular event or situation that really caused you to make sure, for whatever it was, that you made sure you made this happen.
So after Verses and Flow, I had an opportunity to appear on television again, but they wanted the exact same poem as Verses and Flow.
It was, I mean, hello, it's really a good one.
But it's also like one of the poems that's completely like outside of like everything else that I do with my art. Like, I'm trying to teach, I'm trying to educate, and like, I mean, there are some teachable moments in that poem, but it's also more comical than some of my other pieces. And so it was like, I didn't want to be typecast.
Gotcha.
So it was like, I'm gonna have to pass on this. But then I made sure to write something else that people responded to just as much as they responded to the Verses and Flow poem. And
so who's your targeted audience for most of your pieces, I'll say? And that's really kind of probably a hard question, just because you utilize your voice in so many ways.
My target audience is probably, and this sounds so cliche, but it's probably whoever is listening.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just feel like there's always someone who needs to hear something. And so your story is valuable to someone, even if that someone is just you and you just needed to like say it out loud. So my target audience is whoever's listening. My desired audience is young Black women of color and other women of color, like, because that's my wheelhouse, that's my skill set.
Yeah,
you know, I can tell a woman's story, I can tell a Black woman's story. So,
and let's touch a little bit about also the piece of education and some of the work that you do with youth. How does that necessarily impact your journey on this creative entrepreneurship?
So I have been working since I was 15. There is a 3 in my 10s place. And every job I've had has been in youth development or education. And so, and I've been writing since I was in 2nd grade. So like, there's not a lot of like distinction between the two. Like I came in writing, I came in working with youth. Right now, I'm working for a nonprofit in San Francisco that's housed at a school site. So I work with middle school students a lot. And
that has to be fun.
They are real life Sour Patch Kids. But like in reverse a lot of times. Because first they're sweet and then they're sour. But it's rewarding. Like, I feel like young people, like, without any like direction or any like language a lot of times are like just natural empaths. Like they gonna tell you how they feeling. Sometimes they'll use words, but you will know exactly where you stand with a young person. And so like, with this work, with this art, knowing exactly where I stand has been extremely beneficial. But yeah, they are.
So when people are kind of listening to some of the work you're doing, whether or they're even just engaging in the work you do, because it could be written, it could be vocal, it could be a presence of that you have when you walk in a room. I mean, head wrap to your ambience that you know exude. What are like the top 3 things that you want people to know? when they walk away from you, your interaction should lead to what?
That woman enjoys being Black. That woman enjoys being a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And that woman likes to accessorize. Like, I'm not a huge fan of clothes all the time, but like my accessory game is pretty strong. Like,
I mean, your Instagram name is all about earrings. Yeah.
Because I like earrings a lot. And, you know, so someone posted a meme recently and it was like, everybody want to be dark skinned. Where were y'all when I was in elementary school getting called to bring biscuit? Like, and I was like, you know, chocolate been the wave. People just were afraid to surf before, you know what I mean? And so like, I want them to know that like I have always been okay with being who I am, even if it didn't look like it. You know what I mean?
Well, tell us about that journey. Because that's an interesting journey for everyone who's looking and who can
right. I feel
relate
like
to that
a lot
part.
of times we get caught up in like the connotations of words, like what humility is supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I think to like the detriment of our self-esteem sometimes, like, I'm not an ugly person. It's okay to be like excited about that. You know what I mean? Like we, especially like in Black households, she thinks she cute. Would you rather she didn't?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and if you would rather she didn't, what message are you sending her? Like I get the idea of an and, but don't make it a not. You know what I mean? Like she thinks she cute and she's smart.
Right.
But like a lot of times we focus on the she thinks she cute, like she shouldn't be. And so like I always thought I was cute. I may not have acted, you know, the same.
And you find that your journey is what kind of like led you there.
And so
within doing so, if you were to give everybody watching, because we're going to have to take a break in a second, but if I can get a quote from you for all women who identify with you or with us at this point,
right,
what would you say to them?
You are you, and that is not only okay, but it's amazing. Yeah.
So you all heard it. We're going to take a break. Remember, you're tuning in with FlyGirls, and I am co-piloting with Deidre today, and we'll be back.
Thank you for supporting FlyGirls. We are mobilizing the stories of dope women around the world. Wouldn't you like the opportunity to introduce your brand to our listeners? Become a sponsor today. And together, we can share the power of creativity to empower the world.
Welcome back to FlyGirls. I'm your pilot, S.LadyBug, and of course, I'm here co-piloting with Deidre White. And now it is time that we get our roll on. You ready?
I'm ready.
So you know I'm a crocheter, and I have this, you know, love affair with yarn. Of course, I chose yellow because of you give a Black girl a lemon, you make what? Lemonade. So making yarn balls has been the way that I kind of process things.
Okay.
You know, because sometimes being a creative, you take in energies of some type, and if you try to take away those energies and do something with it, it's not always processed correctly, so it could be all over the place. So in order to get out of that space, I make yarn balls, which also is very productive for the crocheting process.
Yeah.
So in order to do this, you've already found the beginning, and you are going to wrap around.
So there's a reason why I'm a poet. Like I'm not coordinated.
You're gonna be able to do this though. Watch, because
Okay.
this is life. This is really like a reflection of life.
Okay.
You scared?
Very much so.
But guess what? You always get through it, and you can always start over.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope you
So
don't need
let's get
this
it.
yarn for any.
So we're gonna wrap 5 times. 1, 2, 3,
See? I don't know. Already.
4, 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And so you're gonna take it off.
Okay.
and then you're gonna wrap in the middle 5 times 2.
Okay.
So then you're gonna take the 2 sides and fold them over.
Okay.
And then you're gonna wrap, and you're just gonna keep on wrapping and kind of like turning, smush it almost together to make like a ball. And then you're gonna keep on wrapping.
So.
And then you're gonna tell me, wow, I really can do this.
So you just fine with this looking circular, right? It doesn't have to actually.
Yeah, so you want to keep kind of wrapping over and over because you want to make it kind of like a perfect circle.
See what I'm saying? How about I just, like work on shaping this into a perfect circle? Like you can. Okay. See.
You got it though, see? And you thought you couldn't.
This yarn don't want me to be great.
And while we're doing this, we are going to talk about.
Want me to multitask?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because you're going to be able to concentrate better. We're going to talk about being FlyGirls.
Okay.
And we're going to start off by identifying who's the flyest of them all, past or present.
Do I have to know this person?
No.
Okay. Then right now, probably Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter.
Her full government.
You know what I'm saying? Just so there's no confusion in these streets.
And what are some of the reasons, but besides the obvious ones?
I really appreciate her work ethic, and I appreciate the fact that, like, this is not right, that she, like, I feel like is like returning to herself. Like, I follow her on social media, and like, she's like posting pictures with like, well, she not, but she taking them, and then you're seeing pictures of her like, with like LaToya Luckett or Latavia. We won't see her with Farrah. I just don't see that happening. But she's like becoming human again before our very eyes type deal. Like she's doing these interviews and talking about pregnancy and body changes and things like that, and like things that are like so normal that people forget that like she does them too type deal.
Right.
And I'm here for her in concert. Like, I go to a lot of concerts.
Yes, we were going to talk about that next, actually. 'Cause I know about this second love or first love or whatever love you want to call it with music. Yes. Maybe it's just a part, maybe it's an organ.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's just a part of your lifestyle and for your body.
You know? And like, I'm always like Beyonce tickets are like not cheap. And so I'm always like, okay, that was a great concert, but she like gonna need to like bring hologram Whitney, like
elephants,
you know what I'm saying?
The whole production.
Like she gonna have to like release like the like birthing video of Blue Ivy, since everybody says she had a surrogate. Like, I'm gonna need her to do something.
Oh my goodness.
Before she gets more of my money. And every time tickets go on sale, I'm like, who got a kidney I can borrow? Because I'm gonna need to be in the building.
But let's talk a little bit about, not to get away too far, but let's talk a little bit about lemonade. And let's talk about giving a Black girl a lemon. Let's talk about that.
So, there's this idiom that says, if you give when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And I dig it, I feel it, but I also feel like if life gives you lemons, you got a lemon. Some people didn't even get that. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like we should be grateful for all of the opportunities that life gives us.
That's true. And so I'm going to take this opportunity to give you something that I made for you, because, that's what I love to do. I design things around people's lifestyle. And
is it a whole ball that's finished? Because, okay.
Let's see. Maybe it is. Let's see. Okay. You put that down. I know you're super happy.
Aw, see? Okay. And they're yellow.
You know, I had to make you. And then when you walked in and saw mine, I was like, oh, she is going to be super surprised. So yes, these are crochet door knockers just for you from Yarn Movement. So you know when you post, make sure you tag, tell everybody how much you love them. You know.
Can do that.
And on that note, we actually do have to take a break because we do have to get you ready for the next thing. And you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised to know that Deidre is going to be performing for us today. I'm not going to tell her what poem she should do because she's an artist. And, you know, she's sensitive about her. And we have to go. We'll be right back.
Thank you for supporting FlyGirls. We promote sustainable fashion designers and artisans around the globe. Would you like to increase your awareness and expand your reach? Addiction can help. Sign up for the supplier directory today. Embrace your dopeness.
And we are back here with FlyGirls. I am the pilot S.LadyBug, and Deidre's getting ready to perform for y'all. And again, I must remind y'all, everybody I bring on this show, we're FlyGirls for a reason. And you're going to see why. And she's going to take it away.
So the name of this poem is If You Give a Black Girl a Lemon. Black girls don't need lemons to make lemonade. Black girls arrive on earth with the ability to conjure to cool thirst. Survival be a black girl birthright, so a black girl will make lemonade out of a lemon peel because she is a magician with the scraps. Because she's already used to bitter but don't know much about sour. Because ain't nobody ever told her lemonade was supposed to be sweet. Because ain't nobody given a black girl a whole lemon. If you give a black girl a lemon, she will probably ask about the tree. Is it bare? Is it still standing? Because black girls know all about being stripped bare and still standing. Were the lemons gift or were they stolen? Did you pluck them from their branch or wait for them to fall? Are they bruised? Can a lemon be bruised? What of the flesh? Because black girls know all about living with the flesh wound. Black girls know all about being devoured in spite of having a flesh wound. Black girls know all about having bodies and no ownership. Lemons are to be seen and not heard. Lemons are to be turned into lemon bar, lemon pie, lemon slice, lemon treat, lemon anything that says you are easier to stomach when you are anything other than what you naturally are. Lemonade is the drink of choice for those who would swallow you whole if they could stand the full taste of you. It is the preferred beverage of people who tend to like you better when you're sweet and not so tart. It is the liquid compromise made allowing you to exist. It is the middle ground stood upon by acidic lovers who could only see your benefits after they separated you from your skin and left you less than whole. Lemonade is an oxymoron. No one is coming to help the lemon as long as they believe that the lemon is only there to help them. If you give a black girl a lemon, she will probably get caught up in the familiar, the unspoken, incorrectly assumed inadequacies that says she could mimic sunshine and still not be enough to be the apple of someone's eye. So black girls don't need lemons to make lemonade. Black girls have been making something of themselves with less since the beginning of time.
Did I tell y'all or did I tell y'all? So, you're interested in following Deidre. You're going to find her at?
Instagram, earring_DDRA. I host a open mic on the second Tuesday of every month starting November 12th at Hometown Heroes Sports Bar in Oakland.
Fly Girls. I mean, you want to tune in because you get to experience moments like these with authentic talent and creative ability that is only God-given. Thank you for watching and stay tuned. I'm the pilot, S.LadyBug, and you've been tuning into Fly Girls with our co-pilot of the day, Deidre White. Thank you.